just set my climber up. I got this new Muddy Outfitter arm, and there isn't a whole lot about it on YouTube, so I figured I'd make a little video and show it. I just got it this week. I'm pretty impressed with it. It's pretty solid, it's light, it packs up pretty small. I can put it in my backpack, and it's got a level on it, which I haven't really figured out the best way to set it yet. It seems like if I get it level on this side of the tree, if I swing it around to my left, it's the weight of the camera kind of makes it tilt, but I haven't figured that out yet. But I have a Manfrotto 128 RC fluid head on it, and for 80 bucks I'm pretty daggone impressed. It weighs about 2 pounds, so the arm and the head together should weigh right around 6.5 pounds, which I put it in my small backpack, and I've got a little fanny pack that I put my cameras in. I got the GoPro and my Panasonic that I'm recording with now. But I'm gonna do some panning shots and move around my tree. I'm only set up a couple feet. I just wanted to see how long it took me to get this all set up, because I'm not used to getting this base ratcheted down. And I'm gonna go on a couple hunts this week and wanted to use this stuff, so I wanted to try it out before I actually got out in the woods. So I'll show you some panning shots with it. And I mean, for 120 bucks, it's a nice, really nice arm. So take a look at it, and maybe it'll help you decide, you know, which arm to get. I know there's a lot of questions on which camera to get. There's so many HD cameras out. Mine's a Panasonic SD90, and I have an isnt SMX10 shotgun mic on it. And for the price of everything and how small it is, I'm really, really happy with it. So you can draw your own conclusions whether you want this stuff that I have or not. You know, I'm not super serious about video and stuff. I mean, I try to get every kill that I can on camera, but you know, I'm not a professional. I just do this for myself. So you can look at this stuff, and maybe it'll help you decide, you know, what you want to get for your own rig. I'm just going to do a couple pans now. Moves really nice. It's nice and fluid. I guess that's why they call it a fluid head. But right now I'm looking around to the right hand, or the left hand side of my tree, sorry. And this is, to the left of my tree is my ideal shot with my bow. But with an arm set up, you know, it's hard to get reached around there far enough. And right there I'm looking to the back side of the tree I'm in. So if a deer was right there, I can have an easy shot facing that way. The camera arm's not in my way, and anything out right in front of me would just be perfect. Same as to the right. Now I'm looking back behind on the right hand side of my tree, and you can see the arm there in the picture. I'll actually show you the base right here. With my climber, I was a little bit worried about the height of it, because you got to get your seat up high enough so you can sit. But I found that going right in between the chain on the climber and my seat, it puts it at a pretty good height. It's actually right at probably belly button level. You can see with the fluid head, you can lock it down, change the tension on it. If you keep it all the way loose, if you would tip it down, it would want to go by itself. So you just have to remember that. But as far as looking down, I mean, right there it'll kind of tip on its own, so tighten it up just a little bit you can still move it. It just gives it more tension. But you can also lock it down here too. But you can see my camera set up there, the microphone. And where it plugs in at on this camera is actually underneath the LCD screen, but it closes enough to shut the camera off, and that makes it easier to flip it open. If I got a deer coming, I'll just flip it open and it's ready to go. Alright, I wanted to show this little trick that I found online. I don't know if it might be common knowledge, I don't know. But I heard of the rubber band trick to do pans. And what you do is you just take a rubber band, put it around the handle. You can get nice smooth pans. If I can get the camera arm to hold still. What that does is it takes, you know, if your hands are shaking or you can't hold on to the handle good, it takes all that out of the picture, and you can just put more or less pressure on it, change directions real smooth. I just thought that was kind of neat. I'd never heard of that, but it's real simple to keep a rubber band right on the arm. So hopefully this little review can help you out. I mean, it's nothing professional, but I've been videoing since 2006, and I've used homemade stuff. Had a third arm mini. If you watched my videos before, I've been using that for a good while, and I mount it right on my climber rail. And for a lightweight system, it works. But if you have it extended out, it wants to bounce, and that is a pain in the butt. And just getting it on the deer and getting it leveled, and it's just a nightmare. But I mean, it works in a pinch if you don't want to carry a bunch of stuff. But I think this is a good compromise between a professional style camera arm and something small that you can still pack. I mean, it fits. I don't carry a big backpack. I don't want a big backpack, but it fits in there nice. And I've got the fanny pack with my cameras in it, so everything's organized. I put that right on my climber. I just strap it on there, so it's not too bad to carry it in. Now, if you're going to walk a mile or so back into public land, you know, you got to consider weight and all that. But where I hunt, it's mostly private land. I don't have to walk too far, you know, a few hundred yards usually at the most. So, you know, you got to take all that into consideration. Hopefully this little video will help you make some decisions on the equipment you might want to try for self-video in your hunts.